Hey, Zach here, and in this video I'm going to run you through a quick example of something that I might do for a morning mobility routine. Nothing crazy, we're going to try to keep it to 10 to 12 minutes, and really what we're doing here is doing just some stuff to warm up the joints, get everything moving and limber in the morning. So we're going to start with the extremities, okay, and then we're going to work our way in. So starting with the feet, I'm gonna start with calf raises and, basically rocking back onto my heels. So I got the seesaw motion going. So I'm beginning to warm up the calves, little bend in the knees, obviously getting those feet warmed up. We're not really worried about reps here, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, depending on how much time you have. And then from here, we're going into toe waves. So these are a little bit tricky if you've never done them before, but I'm picking all my toes up and then waving them down from pinky down to big toe. And then from here, I'm actually going to go out and in on the blade edges of my feet, okay? So obviously taking a little bit of an angle out is what you're going to want to do here. A little bend of the knee there as well, and you can really start to kind of open up the inside of the thighs there, okay? And then one more thing for the foot, we're just going to do our big ankle circles. Again, we'll go for about 5 to 10 in each direction. And again, I'm not really worried about trying to go for maximal range of motion. I'm just trying to get all the pops and the cracks out first thing in the morning and get the blood flowing. I'm obviously working on a little bit of balance and body coordination here. So we've got the feet nice and warmed up. Now we're gonna go up to the head. So a couple of things to keep in mind here. In general, breathe through the nose and keep the tongue on the roof of your mouth. Obviously, because I'm talking to you, I really won't be able to do either of those things. But double check your balance, your posture I should say. Tuck the chin in just a little bit, and we're gonna start with a little side to side, neck stretch. Something else I should also mention, everything that I'm showing you today, and then we're gonna go side to side, everything that I'm showing you today will be done on 2 feet, standing. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that we can do on the floor, but honestly, when you're getting ready for work, brushing your teeth, making breakfast, what have you, I like to have options that you can work into your morning routine that don't involve having to get down and up off the floor, okay? So we've got our 3-direction neck stretch, and now we're gonna do some neck waves. So I'm gonna turn to the side, I'm gonna do a little chin tuck, and then wave forward. Really tucking back, tuck down, little wave, and you can really work that wave all the way down the spine, okay? So it's a little bit of a round with both the head and the shoulders, and then you're extending. So it's kind of like a cat-cow stretch idea, only from standing. Now, if that feels good, you can also go all the way, extend, head, shoulders, mid-back, low back, tailbone, and stand. Let's do that one more time, starting from the crown, down, round, 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 extend, and come up. You're gonna want to keep soft knees for those. May have been a little bit sloppy on some of those reps, but the whole idea is we're getting this flex and extension wave-like motion through the spine. Now we're gonna go to the fingers. So I just like to start by flicking my fingers out. All right, so making that light fist and flicking the fingers out from the thumb. And then here we'll make figure 8s. Really like to do a lot of finger and wrist work because we're all doing lots of work on our computers and our phones. This is a fun one, the wristwatch stretch. So we'll just put wrists against each other, fold in as the elbows flare, and we'll go back the other direction. All right, so just putting a little bit of pressure wrist to wrist. That's a fun one. and then we're going to move up to the elbow circles. So the idea here is like you're putting on sunglasses and you keep missing your face. So these are fun ones here, and then we're just going to go right out into our Egyptian. So the idea here is that we're really reaching the fingertips away from each other, and we're really rotating the arm in that shoulder, okay? So your back shoulder is kind of scooping up and out that way. Your front shoulder is scooping up and back that way. Just pivoting side to side. These are one of my favorites. Of course, your arms don't have to be totally straight, so a little bend there works just as well. And then from here, we're gonna move down to the hips. So let's just start off with a little high knee, side to side pendulum. Obviously, hang on to something for balance if you need to. Keep your focus here in your abs, really maintaining good height with the knee. And again, always maintaining that breath through the nose. Let's try the same thing on the other side. And from here, as long as you're really thinking about staying strong through this glute, now we're going to do the full rotation, circle around, kick yourself in the butt. Let's just do one on each side there. High, open the hip out, twist around, kick yourself in the butt, and there you have it. So try to minimize too much wiggling around, but hey, first thing in the morning, just respect where your body's at. And really from there, what we'll finish up with is just some unweighted hinges, right? Just like some body weight deadlifts. Keep the feet fairly close together. Again, think about tripod balance. I'm simply pushing my butt back, squeezing and standing. So I'm getting an active hamstring stretch. You can add the arms a few times just to really get the posterior chain fired up. And if those feel okay, you can add a little single leg deadlift. Again, sweeping the back leg, staying nice and firm and engaged through your standing side. 3 to 5 of those on each side. And I think that pretty much covers all of our bases. A lot of stuff with the feet, a lot of stuff with the hands, neck, spine, getting into the hips. That 10, 15 minutes every morning will really help you get off on your strongest foot. Of course, mobility is a pillar of fitness and training. So we can get that in first thing. It'll set us up for great momentum throughout the day. We'll see you in the next video.